Hello and welcome. I'm Kate and this is Iran Daily Newsfeed. Let's take a look at Iran. The official insight and data claimed by the Islamic Republic illustrates that 538 individuals have lost their lives to COVID-19 and more than 26,854 new cases of infection were identified within the past 24 hours. The real rate of fatalities are much higher since the Chinese virus hit the nation than the statistics announced by the government. As we know, Khamenei has banned importation of vaccines made in the US and Britain as a reflection of mistrust towards the West. His reckless order on the COVID vaccine has been leading the innocent Iranian people to their death. By posting a video online, Iranian journalist Mina Bai says, yesterday the Islamic agents in Iran has shot and killed a citizen under arrest in Islamshah, even though he was contained and calm in front of the others. She described it as a horrible case of police brutality. The incident occurred in Karaj, 50 kilometers away from the Iranian capital, Tehran. This is a common way that the regime's agents beat and torture citizens under arrest. Hundreds of citizens and dissidents have been killed so far due to torture while being jailed. On Tuesday, Iranian Monarchist Shakila Monfared returned to Rashak prison to serve her imprisonment as her short furlough is over. According to Rice Group, Shakila was previously beaten up by inmates in the prison after being held in the section housing prisoners of violent crimes in June. Several hardcore criminals insulted Shakila and had brutally beaten her up with a sharp lid of a can of tuna after the warden incentivized the inmates to do so. Shakila was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison on charges of propaganda against the Islamic Republic and insulting the sanctities of Islam. The jailed monarchist was initially arrested by security agents on the 31st of August 2020 and was sent to Tehran-based Sarala headquarters controlled by the IRGC. Then she was taken into Tehran's notorious Evin prison after being interrogated. Ultimately, she was exiled to Rashak prison. The Islamic authorities in Iran hold the prisoners of conscience in the wards of violent offenders just to impose physical harm as a double punishment without officially claiming responsibility for it. The official put political prisoners in the same wards as hardcore criminals to subjugate them to abuse. The latest report of the Department of Treasury in Iran shows that the government is facing severe budget and revenue deficit. As stated by the report, only 1/3 of the current budget has discovered and share of Iran's oil revenue has been only 9%, but the budget of the current year was predicted on a daily export of oil which would be about 2,300,000 barrels per day. Meanwhile, the Supreme Audit Court in Iran announced that the government has provided part of the budget deficit from the salary of the petty cash and another part from the sources subject of Article 125 of the General Accounting Law. Kashim officials of the Islamic Republic claim they have discovered a shipment of smuggled medical and pharmaceutical equipment embedded in potato sacks exported to Turkmenistan. According to the state-run IRNA, the drugs included 3,200 angiocath, 4,200 blood sampling sera, 150 animal plates, and 6 forceps. As stated in the report, these items were embedded in 6 bags of the same shape as a potato sack in the consignment. In October 2016, the Iraqi army announced that it had discovered 19 trucks of drugs that had entered the country from Iran. The news came amid reports of severe drug shortages in Iran. Journalists backed by the Islamic Republic outside Iran and the regime's lobbies claim that the shortage of medicine in Iran is due to sanction, but they lie and hide the truth and do not say that the crisis inside Iran is due to systematic corruption of officials and mismanagement, not external or foreign factors. That was all for today. I'm Kate, and thank you for the privilege of your time.